Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do my very best to show you how I do my eyeliner and like what I do to achieve that. So let's go through all my products first. So I use the e.l.f. H2O proof eyeliner. It is the thin tip, and they can get a little hard to open when they get older. It's the thin tip. For the actual application process, I get a little bit messy with it because I know at the end of the day, it's going to come out the way I like it. I can carve it out the way I like it. So I always come prepared with a lot of Q-tips and my Garnier micellar water. So once I'm like completely ready to go, I'm going to find my pen that's the wettest, and then I'm going to start my eyeliner. And it's also important, like in makeup too, I like to do my eye makeup before like my face, like concealer and whatnot and blush, because if I do my face first and I do my eyeliner and like I said I'm messy and I mess up a lot, then if I have to like go in with my micellar water, I'm literally taking off my concealer. So that's why I do my eyes first. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I get my pen. I have like a little mirror here. I'm gonna get this mirror up close and personal, and I like to do puppy dog eyeliner. So I start with the bottom and then I work my way up, and then I go into the crease here, and I have hooded eyes, which I'll cover later on in the video. In order to get started, I like to put a dot. Like, I still have a little bit of leftover makeup on my eyes. I'm terrible for it, I'm sorry, but like I like to start about right here, and I'll put a dot there, and then I'll leave like a gap open here and have the eyeliner go underneath it and out. So I'll show you what I do. So I'll kind of like see where it is. So you see how like my eye goes like this, like in like that little half circle. So right when it gets to that tip and it starts to come down, right about where that tip is where I want to put that dot. So then after I do that, like I said, I want to now continue this line, but then instead of going up, I want to make it my own. So I want to bring it outwards. So I like thicker eyeliner, and this is where you can get really creative with it. So my eyeliner is going to look like this. It's going up right now, which I don't really want it to do. I want it to go more out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit more under it, and then I'm just going to like flatten out that line and create like a whole new thing. So now that we're at this stage, I have hooded eyes, so this is where that hooded part comes in. So if I were to just do, and it looks different on camera because I'm looking down, so you can't really see it, but if I'm looking at myself like straight on in the mirror, where this tip of my eye, kind of like how we were talking about the tip here and where it goes like this tip right here in the camera looks like it can just go straight down. And you know, it can, but for the thicker look that I want, I need it to kind of like, oh, you can see it like this. I need it to like kind of come out to about here, and then I have to continue it up here. So it's gonna look a little weird, but bear with me. So now I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and I'm gonna find that tipping point, and then I'm just gonna drag it down only till about the hooded parts. So now at this stage, this is where it can get a little bit tricky. If I look down like this, you can see how it like kind of comes up, and then it only comes to where that crease is. It's not on this part of the eye, it's only on where this hooded part is. So now what I want to do is I want to look into my mirror, and I want to look like at like a resting stage with my eyes. Just resting your eyes, not doing anything like exaggerating, like opening your lids or raising your eyebrows. Look natural for this part because it helps so much for the end result. So you're going to want to look at yourself in the mirror, and then on not this side, but on this side, on the rest of your eyelid, you're going to basically just continue that line like that. And because I added that, you see like when I look up like that, it's just a dot and it's not actually connected. That's when I look up and I take the tip that's closest to the eye and I go straight down like that. And then I like at this point lift my eye a little bit just so that way I can like have like a smoother surface to work with, and I just smoothen it out. And I don't connect it just yet, but now you have a proper base for your eyeliner, and now you can get creative with how you want that wing to look. So now that the wings are finally where I want them, I can now connect my eyeliner and connect these two together, and then we'll get into shaping the wings. So you're just connecting that line down like that. Okay, maybe we're gonna go a little bit thicker. Like maybe we have like a midlife crisis mid eyeliner and we want to be like, no, I want a bold, sharp eye. Okay, well then we'll fix it. So all I do, because the tip is dull, this is great. So I like to take a little bit more onto the bottom wing, like the bottom part of the wing, just to make sure everything from here to here matches. And then I go from like the middle, kind of like right here, and then I just drag it right out to the tip. And it sharpens it, and it elongates it in the process. So this would be like my ideal eyeliner. So now we're gonna get onto the filling portion of it, which is super fun. So this is when I go in with a little bit more of a dull pen. This is like a little bit more dried up because there's still product in there, and then I just fill it. Oh damn, that actually worked so good for being a dull pen. So yeah, you just fill in, and then to get like right deep where like the eyelash is, I like to like close my eye and I like put my finger onto my eyelashes and I raise my eyebrows so that way I can get right down to like the base of those eyelashes, so that way it's like black, and then I just fill all the way in. So now you have a full eye, and like you can see, like, because this is like no makeup, nothing, like maybe just like makeup that did not come off from like the last time I removed my makeup to like makeup. The eye looks fuller, it looks darker, it looks just overall more open. So for me, I don't really like this little gap of pink between this black line, so I'm gonna pull down just a little bit, and I'm not touching here, right where the tip of my pen is, not touching there, because that can be a nightmare and it can irritate your eyes. I'm only touching where the eyelash base is. So with the pen, I'm not really going any further than the lower lash line base because I really don't want to irritate my eyes, and I also don't want to be crying black. And you can just see, just from doing those little swipes, already darker. And if you really don't like this pink portion of your eye showing and you want it to be darker, take some black eyeshadow with like an eyeshadow brush and just go into that crease. And you can even like tighten the waterline and go all the way down if you want to tighten it. But if you don't want it, you want it to be more open like this, then just eyeshadow literally just right here and then blend it to about right here, and then you're good to go. Okay, I just moved my phone more center, and I also did this eye as well. I'm gonna add mascara, and then I'm going to record a separate video where I'm properly looking at my camera, so that way I can show you how even it is. So that's the eyeliner tutorial. So simple. And I have a little bit of mascara on my lid, but who cares? Yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I'm so glad I got to do my makeup because now I look good for the day.